Let me ask you something real quick. When was the last time you woke up in the morning feeling like a younger man? I'm talking about that unmistakable surge of energy, that stiffness down below that used to greet you without fail, that private little reminder that your body was alive, working, and ready. For many men over 60, those mornings feel like a distant memory. Instead of springing out of bed, you wake up dragging your feet. The mirror stares back at you, and you notice the bags under your eyes. Your body feels heavier, the spark you used to carry into the day gone. And that morning confidence, the kind that once made you feel proud, strong, masculine, it just isn't there anymore. And you know what? You're not alone. Thousands of men in their 60s and 70s feel the exact same frustration. They whisper about it. They laugh it off. But deep down they miss it. Because that loss isn't just physical. It eats away at your confidence, your intimacy, your very identity as a man. But here's the good news. What if I told you it doesn't have to be this way? What if I told you that men your age, yes, even men who thought their best days were long behind them, are waking up every morning with renewed vitality, deeper sleep, more stamina, and stronger erections, all because of one simple nighttime ritual. And the best part? It's not a pill. It's not a drug. It's not some overhyped gimmick. It's a simple powder you can mix into a glass of water before bed. Something natural. Something safe. Something backed by solid circulation science. This little-known powder has been quietly helping older men restore the very thing they thought was gone forever. Those proud, powerful mornings. And I'm going to show you exactly what it is, why it works, and how you can use it to your advantage starting tonight. But that's not all. Because in the next few minutes, I'll also share 4 more bedtime habits that supercharge your recovery, unlock your body's hidden reserves of testosterone, and help you reclaim the confidence and performance you deserve. So let me ask you right now, are you ready to take your mornings back? If you are, type the word ready down in the comments below, and let's get started. Now, before we jump into the specific steps, let me share who I am, and why you can trust what you're about to hear. My name is Dr. Mei Anderson. For over 2 decades, I've been helping men in their 50s, 60s, and beyond regain the vitality they thought they'd lost. And I want you to hear this straight from me. You are not broken, and you are not past your prime. What you're feeling right now, whether it's fatigue, weaker performance, or frustration with intimacy, it is not the end of your story. I've seen men from all walks of life sit across from me in my office. Former athletes, retired soldiers, business owners, grandfathers, and almost every one of them carried the same look in their eyes, a mix of embarrassment and defeat. Some of them could hardly bring themselves to talk about it. They thought they were alone. They thought no one else was struggling. But the truth? This is one of the most common challenges men face after 60. Let me tell you about one man in particular. He was 62, a strong, hard-working man who spent his life providing for his family. But he came to me with his head hung low. He told me, "Doc, I think my time is up. I don't feel like myself anymore. My mornings are empty, my drive is gone, and my wife doesn't even look at me the way she used to." He thought intimacy was behind him. He thought confidence was something only younger men could have. But I knew better. I showed him a few simple changes, things any man could do at home without a prescription or complicated plan. And the most surprising one? A natural powder he could take before bed. He looked at me like I was crazy when I said it. But he trusted me. He gave it a try. And within just a few short weeks, his mornings started to change. He came back to my office smiling. He said, "Doc, I feel like myself again. I never thought I'd get this part of my life back. And here's what I want you to know. You can experience that same transformation. You don't have to give up. You don't have to settle. Because the truth is, there are simple, natural ways to reignite your energy, your confidence, and yes, your performance." But before I reveal the exact steps, let's take a moment to understand what's really going on inside your body. Because when you know the why, the solutions start to make sense. The first big challenge is testosterone. Think of testosterone like the gasoline in your car. In your 20s and 30s, your tank was always full. You could push harder, go longer, and recover faster. But as the decades pass, that tank doesn't stay full. It starts to leak, Little by little, by the time you hit 60, your levels are often running on half a tank, or less. And when your testosterone dips, you feel it everywhere. Your energy isn't the same. Your mood drops. Your muscles don't respond like they used to. And the part of you that once made mornings exciting? It feels weaker, less reliable. The second problem is circulation. Imagine the pipes in your home. When they're brand new, water flows freely. But over time, those pipes collect buildup. They narrow. They harden. And suddenly, water struggles to get through. That's exactly what happens to your blood vessels as you age. The flow that once surged through your body slows down. And the place that needs it most, the place that makes you feel alive as a man, stops receiving the support it once had. And the third challenge is stamina. It's like an old phone battery. Remember when you could charge it once and it lasted all day? Now you charge it overnight, and by noon it's already flashing red. Your body works the same way. You may sleep, but the recharge isn't as strong. So you wake up tired, dragging your feet, lacking the spark you once took for granted. And here's the painful truth. These three issues don't just affect your body. They affect how you see yourself. They create distance in relationships. They make you question your worth as a man. But I want you to hear me clearly. You don't have to accept this as your reality. There are ways to fight back. There are ways to recharge your energy, restore your circulation, and support your testosterone naturally. And in just a moment, I'm going to walk you through 5 powerful nighttime strategies, simple steps you can start tonight, that can bring your mornings back to life. Alright, let's start with the first and most powerful step you can take tonight. This is the powder I teased earlier. It's called beetroot powder. Now I know what you might be thinking, beets? Really? But listen carefully, because this is where science meets simplicity. Beetroot is packed with natural compounds called nitrates. When you take it, your body converts those nitrates into nitric oxide. And nitric oxide is the master key that unlocks your blood vessels, helping them relax and open up. Why does that matter for you? Because stronger blood flow means better circulation everywhere, including the places that matter most for a man. It's the same mechanism many expensive pills try to mimic, except this time it's natural, safe, and even nourishing for your heart. Think of nitric oxide like WD-40 for your circulation. You spray it on rusty hinges, and suddenly everything moves smoother, easier, stronger. That's what beetroot powder does inside your body. And here's the simple action step. About 30 minutes before bed, mix 1 teaspoon of beetroot powder into a glass of water. Drink it, go about your evening, and let your body do the rest while you sleep. Over time, this habit primes your system to wake up with stronger energy, deeper recovery, and yes, firmer, more reliable morning wood. But here's the catch. Beetroot alone isn't the full answer. If you stop here, you'll miss out on half the results. Because there's another nighttime habit that actually multiplies the benefits. And that's what we're going to talk about next. Now, if beetroot is the spark that lights the fire, magnesium is the steady fuel that keeps it burning. One of the most overlooked reasons men lose their vitality is poor sleep quality. You might spend 8 hours in bed, but if your body isn't entering deep, restorative sleep, you're waking up drained, groggy, and unmotivated. And here's where magnesium comes in. Magnesium is like nature's relaxation mineral. It calms your muscles, lowers stress hormones, and signals your nervous system to shift into recovery mode. Without enough magnesium, your body stays tense, your sleep stays shallow, and your testosterone takes a nosedive. In fact, studies show that men with higher magnesium levels also have healthier testosterone. That means it's not just about feeling calm. It's about protecting the very hormone that defines your strength, your drive, and your performance. So here's your action step. Take magnesium glycinate about 30 minutes before bed. Why glycinate? Because it absorbs better and doesn't upset your stomach the way some other forms can. You'll find yourself falling asleep faster, staying asleep longer, and waking up with a deeper sense of restoration. And think about this. What happens when you combine magnesium sleep benefits with beetroot's circulation boost? You wake up with both the energy and the blood flow your body needs to perform. But let me ask you this. What about men who sleep for 8 hours and still wake up tired? That's where the next step comes in. And it might surprise you. Here's something most men don't think about: movement before sleep. See, one of the hidden causes of poor performance is sluggish circulation around the pelvic area. If you spend most of your day sitting, whether at a desk, in the car, or in your favorite chair, blood flow gets restricted. Over time, the muscles and tissues that should be pumping fresh blood start to stiffen. But here's the solution: just 3 to 5 minutes of gentle stretching before bed. I call this the circulation stretch routine. Simple hip openers, light yoga poses, or even lying on your back and bringing your knees to your chest. These moves open up blood vessels, relax tension, and restore flow right where you need it. It's like unclogging a kinked garden hose. Once you release the pressure, the water flows freely again. Now let me bring back the story I started earlier about my 62-year-old patient. Remember him? The man who thought his mornings were gone forever? Well, after he started the beetroot powder and magnesium routine, I added this final touch, just a few minutes of nightly stretching. And that's when everything clicked. Within 4 weeks, he was a different man. His mornings returned. His energy soared. And his confidence. You could see it in the way he walked into the room. He didn't just feel alive again. He looked alive again. And here's the exciting part. This isn't complicated. You can start tonight with just 3 minutes. But don't stop here, because the next step takes things to an even deeper level. Now let's talk about something most men overlook: protein timing. By the time you hit 60, your body naturally starts losing muscle. And muscle isn't just for looking strong. It's your hormone factory. The less muscle you have, the weaker your testosterone support system becomes. Here's why timing matters. If you end your day without enough protein, your body doesn't have the raw materials it needs to repair muscle overnight. That means you wake up weaker, not stronger. But when you give your body a small protein boost before sleep, you flip the switch in the opposite direction. You provide the building blocks your system craves to rebuild, recover, and restore testosterone while you sleep. So here's your action step. About an hour before bed, enjoy a small serving of protein. This could be a simple shake, a bowl of Greek yogurt, or even a handful of cottage cheese. You don't need much, just enough to keep your body supplied through the night. The men I work with who add this step notice something powerful. They don't just feel stronger. They wake up with deeper energy and firmer confidence in the bedroom. But here's the thing. If you want to lock all of this together, there's one final step that seals the deal. And without it, your results will always fall short. Alright, let's bring it all home with one final habit: the environment you sleep in. You already know that deep sleep is where testosterone gets built. It's where your body repairs, your hormones balance, and your confidence is restored. But here's the problem. If your bedroom is too warm, your body struggles to reach that deep, restorative sleep stage. Think of it like trying to charge your phone while playing a video game. The battery never gets past 60%. That's what poor sleep does to your body. It leaves you running on half charge. But here's the hack. Cool your bedroom down to around 65 to 68 degrees Fahrenheit. If that feels too chilly, use a light blanket and a fan for air circulation. Your body sleeps deeper, your testosterone production goes up, and you wake up feeling like your system actually recharged overnight. I've had men tell me this one change alone made them feel 10 years younger. Because when you sleep deep, you don't just wake up rested. You wake up with morning strength and drive that carries you through the entire day. And that's why all of this matters. Because when you combine beetroot powder, magnesium, nightly stretches, protein timing, and a cooler bedroom, you create the perfect storm for bringing your mornings, your vitality, and your confidence back to life. Now here's the part most men never hear. Those morning erections you used to have. They're not just about intimacy. They're not just about performance in the bedroom. They're one of the clearest signs of your overall health. Your circulation, your testosterone, your heart, and your vitality as a man. When you wake up strong, it's like your body's way of telling you, I've still got it. And I want you to hear this loud and clear. You are not past your prime. You are not broken. You are not too old. In fact, your best years of confidence and energy can still be ahead of you. You just need the right habits to unlock them. It doesn't take dozens of pills or endless hours in the gym. It starts with simple, doable steps. Like stirring a teaspoon of beet powder into a glass of water before bed. like calming your body with magnesium, or giving yourself just 3 minutes of circulation-boosting stretches at night. Start tonight with even one of these. Not all 5, just one. And tomorrow morning, you might be surprised by what you feel. You'll wake up not only stronger, but proud, confident, in control again. And that's the gift I want you to take from this, because it's never too late to take your mornings back. So let's do a quick recap before you go. Number 1. Take that nighttime powder, beetroot, to boost your nitric oxide and open up your blood vessels. Number 2. Add magnesium before bed, so your body recovers deeply and your testosterone stays strong. Number 3. Give yourself a short nightly stretch routine to improve circulation where it matters most. Number 4. Fuel your body with a little protein before sleep to protect your muscle and your hormones. And number 5. Cool your bedroom down so you can dive into the deep, healing sleep that powers everything else. These aren't complicated. They don't require huge lifestyle overhauls. They're small, natural changes that add up to massive differences in your confidence, your intimacy, and your energy. Now, I want to hear from you. Which one of these steps are you going to try first tonight? Drop your answer in the comments. I'd love to hear your story, and so would the other men in this community. And if you found this helpful, hit that like button right now. It tells YouTube to share this with more men over 60 who need these exact solutions. Finally, don't forget to subscribe to Vital Health Seniors, because every week, we share proven, natural ways for men like you to regain confidence, restore vitality, and perform at your best, no matter your age. Remember, this isn't about getting older. It's about getting stronger.